recording now. Hi guys. I'm just going to do a makeup tutorial today because I've had lots of people ask about my makeup. To be perfectly honest, I'm not the craziest makeup person in the world, but I have had quite a few people ask about it. So I thought I'd do a quick makeup tutorial about, what I wear sort of every day and when I'm going out and that kind of stuff. First of all, embarrassingly enough, I actually wear my bunny ears when I'm doing my makeup to get it all off my face. Oh, and this is what I look like first thing in the morning. So, you get a little bit puffy here and that kind of stuff, and that's why I'm drinking my coffee. Actually, that's where I get my coffee from, Declare, which is on Gertrude Street in Fitzroy in Melbourne. And they're lovely. They do fabulous coffee, so a little shout out to them. So first of all, what I usually start with is some sort of a tinted moisturiser because I don't really like, like heavy bases and that kind of stuff. I like to look a bit sort of, fresh and not, gluggy. My favourite makeup tint in the world is Bobbi Brown Tinted Moisturiser. Unfortunately, I discovered it around 30 seconds before they discontinued it. So I've gone back to my CoverGirl CG Aqua Smoothers, which I quite love. And you're going to be really shocked. I'm not really very precision-y when it comes to applying makeup. It's kind of like a rub and smash sort of thing going on. So I just kind of go all over like this, right down there. Usually get a little bit more just to do my neck because I hate that line that some girls have where they're like orange in their face and then just uber pale on their neck. So that's how I start with that. And then, and this is not everyday makeup, by the way. This is simply, actually if I'm going out or anything, there's a hair on that. If I'm working, I often don't wear makeup because I'm a real face rubber, hands in my eyes, all that kind of stuff. If I'm at the bench, there's no point because my face gets covered in like shards of silver and, acid and that kind of stuff. So it's kind of not much point, doesn't last very long. But if I'm going out somewhere, like out for dinner, or if I'm, spending the day, doing something fun or hanging out with friends or that kind of stuff, I generally do my makeup. So start with a tinted moisturiser. Wow, this is incredibly difficult on camera. Wow, that is so weird. So I get whoa, this is so weird. I don't know how Pixie Woo does this. This is insane. Sorry, I will get my shit together soon, I promise. So I just sort of smooth a bit of concealer under my eyes. Again, I'm really, really very rough. I'm not really... And look, I like to paint like quite a lot on my nose because I have a really red nose. It's all a bit... I like to rub it a lot. I do this all day, like this. It's just where you can see, like, I have my wrinkles up there because I do this all the time. So if I go like that, down the sides, like that, just a bit of a blend. Sometimes I like to just pat a little bit on my chin, just kind of, evens everything out and, makes you look less red and ruddy. Then what do I do? I usually... Oh, okay, this is my favourite thing in the world. This is new. I'm going through a benefit stage at the moment and it's really expensive in Australia, but I've been going on eBay and, stocking up and hitting up all the English girls for it because they have it really cheap over there. So I've been buying, this is what I've been having recently. It's called the Professional by Benefit, and it actually minimises the appearance of pores. Now, I don't know if you can see. I'll try and get up real close, but I've got a really pory nose. The rest of my skin seems fine, but my nose is a bit on the pory side. So I like to just get a little bit of that and then just dab that into my nose like this. And it just eliminates all the feral pore bits like that. I'm going to have to speed this up. What else do I do? My under eye, this stuff is another one that I love, another Benefit product, which is called Ooh La La Lift. I'm not the greatest person at getting to bed on time. I'm always scared I'm going to miss out on something. So I'm often awake until, maybe 12 or 1 in the morning. So I need a little bit of Ooh La La, there it is, Ooh La La Lift underneath my eyes, and you just pat it, and it's almost like a like a light reflecting thing. So that you just pop a little bit of that under there like that. And then I will use, I'm going through a Dior phase at the moment. My old housemate, who I love and I don't live with anymore. I live with stinky boys now, but when I lived with a gorgeous, gorgeous girl, she got me onto Dior eyeshadow because her best friend is a makeup artist, a fabulous one, by the way, and she really thinks that Dior shadow is one of the best shadows, and I use, I don't know what this one's actually called. It's called the Rose Spirit collection, and hang on, there you go. So there's like a dark, that purpley one is kind of gross, so I don't use that. But I've got like two sort of pale pinks like that, and I use the more skin color one just as a base like that. And this is really very, very quick and just, I like my makeup quite natural. I'd love to be one of those girls that can just do really, really awesome like flicks and stuff with their eyes, but it's really not my thing. So I do a little base of the more skin color one and then the lighter pink one on top. I actually got into pink eyeshadow, really pale pink eyeshadow, because when I was at jewelry school, I sat next to a girl who worked for Mecca Cosmetica, and she used to have all of these mad samples, and she brought in this like peachy color Stila one, which I just plowed through in a couple of weeks. And so I've been looking for the perfect replacement since then, because of course they discontinued it, because I'm the girl that buys all the makeup that, you know, gets discontinued. Anyway, so that just kind of meshed really well with me. So that's just like a really, really light base there, if you can see that. Another thing I've been doing recently, I actually learnt this trick like a bajillion years ago when I was doing musical theatre. You need to define your eyebrows, because otherwise they get lost on your face, and it can make such a huge difference just, you know, to kind of pop your face out when you're doing your makeup. So I've actually been using a Body Shop one. It's like, they have a really mad one. It comes with a little brush, but I prefer to use this one. This is the MAC 266 tapered eyeshadow eyebrow brush. I generally use the lighter one of these colours when it's during the day, and night I use the darker one. And you just like pick up a little bit with the brush. Whoa, this is hard. And then just kind of fill in your eyebrows like that. As you can see, that's already made a bit of a difference. It just defines it and fills in the gaps, and I'm a bit gappy with my eyebrows. Oh, hang on, let's just see if I can get my hand-eye coordination up to scratch. Any second now, ladies, what do you reckon? There we go. And yeah, so just a little bit like that. And what's this? Another Benefit product. This stuff is mad. It's called Benetint. As you can see, like the label's coming off because I carry it with me everywhere. But this stuff is fantastic. They used to pimp it in like Dolly magazine when I was little. And it's just so fantastic. I pop a few lines on my cheeks and just rub them in. It just gives you that perfect flush. And this stuff is actually fantastic because originally it was invented like about, I think, like 30 years ago. I'm talking bullshit, but something like that. And it was actually designed for strippers to dye their nipples darker on stage. So it was actually nipple dye. So that's what attracted me to it in the first place. But it is fantastic, and I do use it. Whoops, I'm dropping stuff everywhere. But I do use it as a blush if you just want like a light flush. It's supposed to give you that orgasmic glow, apparently. I also use it as a lip tint if I'm not using one of my other lip glosses. What else am I going to do? Okay, eyeliner. I use Bloom. I just use a Bloom eyeliner, but I actually quite like it. I like it quite blunt. Honestly, that is a little too blunt for me though, so I'm just going to give it a quick sharpen. Yeah, I do like it a bit blunt. And then I just go in like that, just line the inside of my eyes. Like that. And then I use on the top the Bloom Shadow Liner. Mine's actually a little bit broken. And then just line. I just feel like a little sneaky shadow line across like that. Really, really light. And then I just like to smudge it. I also like to get some sort of a smudgy brush. I'm really into the Eco Tools range at the moment, which is this one. So if you do have, you know, liner on top that you've smudged, you can't really see the liner, I'm sorry, because I use such a little bit. But you just sort of smudge it across like that. Awesome. I'm also going through a L'Oreal mascara phase at the moment. I've been using Telescopic, which a very dear friend of mine recommended to me, and it has freaking changed my life. The brush is insane. It's like spiky and weird, and when I opened it for the first time, I'm like, my friend, you are insane. But I really, really love it. Sorry, this is ridiculously difficult doing this in the camera. And then, yeah, just put a little coat on like that. Excellent. And then I always do a little, I don't put mascara on my bottom lashes. I just kind of flutter my eyelids like this, and then they touch the bottom ones and just make them a little bit darker. Otherwise I look like one of those like Cupid dolls that have stupid eyes. What else do I do? Ooh, highlighter. So, oh look, more Benefit products. So this is called Moonbeam. And I just get my finger like this and go whoosh, and then I go no, 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 like that, and then I just dab a little bit underneath my eyebrows like that. I read somewhere in a magazine with highlighter, highlighter is supposed to highlight the high points of your face. So these high bits here and just along your cheeks like this, it just gives you a little bit of a glow, but like not a gross sheeny one, just so you've got that sort of, you know, flawless kind of, ooh, aren't I fresh and bright sort of look about you. Yeah, I think that's just about it. I always wear lip gloss and a lip gloss queen. This one I've had for so long. Look how gross it is. It's like half empty. But this is a Napoleon lip lacquer in Baby Lips. I've had it for so many years, but I absolutely love it. And I get complimented on it every single time I wear it. There's also a fabulous one that I'll show you guys later. I actually got it for free in a show bag during Melbourne Fashion Week. It's just fantastic. It's like a grapey sort of a colour. So if you're looking for something a little bit stronger, a lot of people lean towards sort of reds and pinks and stuff, but I'm going through a real grape phase at the moment. So anyway, I suggest you try that. So yeah, this is sort of my everyday, normal kind of makeup. Obviously, the bananas. Yeah, so if you have any questions about any of the products that I use or anything like that, please just let me know. If you're keen to see more makeup tutorials, do let me know. As I said, I'm not really much of an expert, but you know, people ask me these things and I just thought I'd deliver. Yeah, thank you so much for watching and reading. Yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you. Bye.